Hi everyone, welcome back to Mickey is Messin' with Resin. My name is Mickey, and let's get to messin'. You can see that I've already mixed up my resin, and I've divided it into 6 cups. I'm going to attempt a slight variation of the supernova effect, inspired by Petra Jongbloed, and I will link her channel in the description box below. She's absolutely brilliant. Her artwork is stunning. Please check her out. I'm using Bond Craftor 1:1 resin, and I've mixed up 8 ounces. I let it get to about 27 degrees Celsius before I put it in my cups. And I'm using Octupus Fluids inks in Smurf, Green Apple, Swimming Pool, and Peacock. I'm also using Eye Candy Ghost Green Mica Powder, and I'm using Montmartre acrylic ink in teal and Cast and Craft white pigment paste. So for the supernova effect, this is what we do. According to Petra, who is my inspiration, we're going to do a dirty pour. A dirty pour is where you take all your colors and you layer them into 1 cup and then pour. So I'm doing 2 layers here of my resin inks, starting with the Green Apple, then the Smurf, then the Swimming Pool, and then the Peacock. And I'm making sure that on my last pour that I'm scraping out my cups because I don't want to waste any resin. And then I'm going to get these poured around the edge, and we'll come back and do the rest. Okay, so here's where I go a little rogue with the supernova technique. With Petra's method, the next layer is the acrylic ink layer, which she pours around the edge. Here I poured my acrylic layer in the center, followed by the mica powder layer, then the white, and finally the clear. And I'm just being careful to make sure that I'm watching the edge to make sure that I'm not going to over pour my mold, because I don't want it to, go over the edges. But you do want a slight dome, because resin does shrink as it cures. So I didn't use all my white and I didn't use all my clear, so I decided I would grab my little froggy mold and pour the rest into him and see what happens. But here you go. Spoiler alert, he didn't turn out so great. He's in the trash bin now. You can see on the shell on the right that I did have a little bit of overpour. So I'm just using a pipette here to kind of suck out some of the resin. Not only is this a clean way to clear up some resin, but it will also help the colors kind of move towards the center. So I'm just cleaning up here, popping some bubbles with my torch, cleaning up my tools. I use a bucket filled with 100% acetone and 99% isopropyl alcohol to soak my tools in, and then I just use a cloth to wipe them off. So here we are, it's the next day. These are all cured up. It was quick for you, 24 hours for me. I know it was just a couple of seconds. But now it's time to see how these bad boys turned out. You can see the centers doesn't look like they've moved very much, but from the back it's always hard to tell. So let's get these out and see what the actual front looks like. You can see, on the back you can see all the colors. You can see the greens, the whites, the blues. And here we go. And wow, look at that crackle effect. How gorgeous is that? I absolutely love it. Love it. I know it didn't close all the way to the center, and that's okay, but it's still gorgeous. Now let's take a look at this, the other one. And a little bit different, but still the same and absolutely gorgeous. I just want to say thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the content. Please give me a like, comment down below, subscribe to my channel, and until next time, we will see you later.